ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. We are taking a look tonight at the new Mack truck. I know this is not the Mack. This is the K100E. They did make a fix on this model, which I really am happy about. And they also included the new roll-down windows, which is cool. You can't see it in the garage, but I'll show you when we get out into the truck. But the issue that they fixed, and we'll go ahead and drive here. We're at the Mack dealership, and we're going to drive over it. You can see here on the left below the GPS, there is a small bar that goes down the window. Hey, what's up, Patchwork? That bar used to be really, really fuzzy, and now it's a much more solid line. So I'm super happy that they fixed that issue with the truck, and the truck looks much better now. Hey, what's up, JC? We're going to back up here. So anyway, they fixed that graphic in the truck. There's still a little bit of a weird like shadow around it, but that's true of all the windows. So the other thing that they added to this truck is the windows do roll down. It does make the window rolling down sound, even though it's not an electric window. So, hey, Fluffy Toaster. All right, so we're going to run over to the garage here and buy a Mack truck. And then we'll take a ride in it. I haven't driven it yet. The other thing I found on this truck, I didn't realize you can actually put you can see this computer up on the right-hand side of my screen with all the trip information on it, like what gear I'm in and gas mileage, temperature outside. I love that. I didn't know that you could do that on this truck, and I never did it on the other one. I think I wasn't high enough level when I got it. But the heads-up display in this truck is awesome because you have those GPS on the left, that's on the right. They're easy to view. You don't have to like look down to try to see them. So anyway, we're gonna go to the dealership, not the repair. So I have not even seen the Mack Anthem yet. And I know I'm way behind schedule, but that's because SnowRunner came out on the same day that the Mack Anthem came out. And for the last week, I have been in a SnowRunner tunnel. Is that right? SnowRunner tunnel? There's my Mack. Oh, the Mack is now at the Mack dealership. Look at that. So let's go ahead and customize this. All right, so here's the Mack Anthem. Once again, I don't really jump on these truck releases because, let's face it, you get this truck for free. Everybody has a chance to look it over. It's not like you have to spend money on this, but it is a cool truck nonetheless. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. I don't necessarily love that look. A snunnel. What's a snunnel? All right, we're going to do that. Let's see here. Nah, I guess the big one's the best way to go. Hey, Torque and Diesel, how's it going? Yeah, so we'll keep that. I got to tell you guys, you might hate me for this. I'm not a huge fan of this truck. I don't think it's a good looking truck. But the funny thing is, I've seen, like, they're using them for construction already. Like, I see these trucks. I was down in the flats today by a construction site, and there were dump trucks running this Mack truck all over the place. They were everywhere. So it was pretty funny to see that. 284 gallon. What's up, Red Alpha? This truck does well for all kinds of cargo. MP8 505 is the max horsepower. Some people are complaining about that. I think 600s, a lot of the trucks are 600, so more like I'm back, baby. Mack, maybe? More like I'm back, baby. Okay, let's see what they got here. We have an 18-speed with the retarder. That's probably what I want. 325 differential. It's the only one available, so we're going to do that. I love SnowRunner. I am very happy with it. You were right all along, Feared. It is one of the best games I've played in a long time. Oh, look, okay, so there's several different dashboards. I like that. That's really cool. Of course, it's the most expensive, but it's cool. All right, so we'll keep that. Joshua Bishop, it is going well. Does it say Britzy? It's in the wrong color. I can't see it. Hi, Britzy. How's it going? Let's see what the different paint schemes do. That's all right. Oh, that's cool. I haven't played Car Mechanic Simulator in forever. Okay, so there's some... Ooh, I like that. That's a good California color paint job right there. That's pretty cool. Trying to see if there's anything else in here. That's different looking. Digital camo. The space shuttle. I don't think I've seen the American Eagle before. Tentacles, that's new. Ew. No thanks. Of course, you have the good old Halloween skull pattern. We'll put that back on when we get back to Halloween. Ooh, that's kind of cool too. Birds of Prey. Those are all new. I don't remember seeing that either. Orange is your favorite color? I like blue and orange together. Oh, that looks cool too. Wow, these paint jobs on this truck are really cool. Elegance, that's a different one for this truck. But red instead of orange. I think I'm going to go with this one. That's pretty cool. Oh, hold on one second, folks. Oh, it's my mom. Are you kidding? She calls every night during stream. I'm like, Mom, I stream from like 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Don't call during those hours. If we change this to... I love my mom, but that's kind of... All right. So we're going to go blue there. Is that the right blue? I want more a little bit brighter. And there's that. And we'll take it up to full white. Cool. Now it's time for the accessories. Perhaps she wants... My mom's looking for attention, yeah. I did. Horrible, huh? On Mother's Day week. I know I'm terrible. That looks like it's missing something. What is that? Are they like doggy ears? Oh. You said for shame. Oh, I'll call her back after the stream. I don't know. I suppose. Nah, that looks better though. I do like that cap on top. I don't really need those. I'm not going to be heavy hauling with this truck. It's not really designed for that. Sunshade with lights, chrome lights. I'll probably just keep those off because the sunshade like blocks the view sometimes. That's the same thing. What are these? Ooh, why is that there? That's a weird place for it, but okay. Paint Mack there, that's cool. I prefer ATS over ETS. It's not to say I don't like ETS too, but I love ATS. Chrome or paint? Let's see. I like the paint mirrors on this truck. I don't want Bulldog with pedigree. Oh my gosh. Ooh. What about that? No. Yeah, that's starting to get like the Euro trucks with the optimizations, which is... Hang on a second, I gotta see if it's... Hang on, guys. Let me just make sure my mom's okay. Hold on. Okay, so she just needs medicine for her dog later. Okay, take care of that. Good night. Have a good night, Feared. We'll see ya. These are part of the update, Torque and Diesel. Yeah, these are not mods. This is for everyone. Hey, Captain Bry, how's it going? Good morning, Sharpie. So that's the flag. We'll get to the tires in a minute. We definitely want... I'm chroming things out here. What is that? Why don't we just have those? Yeah. Yep. What's this? Paint with a D step. Okay, so these are kind of... Yeah, that's cool. This is brand new at Red Alpha. This just came out for the game. I mean, the old Mack was a mod, but this Mack is part of the game, so this is not a mod. I am running some mods, though, but this is not one of them. Standard Chrome. There we go. It's not a big update. They did 1.37, and then shortly after that, they released the Mack, and the Mack was a single by itself update, so... unfortunately, it's somewhat broken. I'm having issues with Sierra Nevada. It's working, but it's not working right. So we may have some issues with if we run a job, we may end up having a problem with it. So, do we have Mack covers? Yep. Boop. That's cool. I like that. What do we got here? Chrome. Yeah, we'll do chrome on the back. Yes, no SnowRunner tonight. We'll do SnowRunner tomorrow night. We're going back on our regular schedule now, 44. We've overdone SnowRunner. I mean, is there such a thing? No, but we have overdone it. Right, there's that. And that. And that. There we go. So that should be it. If you are running a modded version of this, it's going to break a lot. I am not running a modded version of this truck. I never had this truck before. I don't think we're going to have any issues because I've got other trucks, but not this truck. So, and inside the truck, let's take a look at the accessories. What do we have available for us here? Is there an upgraded Mack wheel? Yes. Cool. Oh, for others that might. Okay, yeah. Not me. I don't really like the suicide knobs. I'm not big into that. And once again, unlike ETS2, we just don't really have inside customizations, which leads me to believe that the old adage that having lots of stuff in the cab makes the driver work better. I kind of wonder if that's actually true. So $226,000. That's not bad actually. This truck is totally decked out for $226,000. That's really cool. It's a good looking truck. I like the way it looks outside better than the International, and I don't mind the cab. So let's go ahead and we're going to purchase. I don't want to trade in. I want to purchase. Yes, we don't drive the new truck. That's hilarious, Fluffy Toaster. Oh, so you were playing it with what were you playing with before? Were you playing with a controller? Like a steering wheel, or were you playing it with a keyboard? Simone's doing good, Josh. There we go. I'm going to go there. She's asleep now, or in bed at least. It is late there. It's about moving on 2 o'clock in the morning. So she's trying to get on a little bit better schedule. All right, so let's take a look here. I need to reset my head because there we go. That's looking forward. She bought a cool new pair of pajamas today. So let's take a look. Mirrors are pretty far out, and that's one thing that Tayloa mentioned. I don't love that. But I do like, boy, the interior is really cool. This feels like a big truck. I like the fact that it's modern, but you can still see the hood. That gear gauge, the RPM gauge, is a little weird to me. Oh, wow, Patchwork. Are there people at work that are jealous and wanting to kill you? Like, are you feeling a little bit of pressure? The F2 mirrors, the little mirrors, yeah. I mean, I don't mind because I have my, head tracker. It helps a lot, but I don't love the placement of those. So let's go ahead and get underway. We're going to take a trip. Not sure where yet, but we'll turn our lights on. But this is a pretty cool looking truck. We're in too low. 7 miles per hour. I'm looking at the readout. How does the cruise control work? Oh, you're using a wheel. Okay, so you didn't like it with a wheel, huh? All right. Oh, the F2 mirrors, these. That took me a minute. I'm like, you mean those little mirrors? Okay, so let's take a look and see what's available on the job market now that we have this cool orange and blue truck, which is the color of the, what basketball team was that, the orange and blue? Patrick Ewing. Celtics? No, it wasn't. The Celtics are green. I don't remember. Anyway, the Cavs were those colors for a while. World map. We'll do an external. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do an external. We're in Stockton. We're in Sacramento. Elko, Nevada. We could do that. Thank you, the New York Knicks. Okay, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, so we're taking a backhoe loader there. Boop, boop. Your modded truck or trailer is too long to safely fit its starting position of the World of Trucks job. Here's the problem that I'm having. This is the issue. They haven't updated the Sierra Nevada mod, and so I'm gonna have to take a regular job. So, dang it. That was a good. I wanted to go. No, that's too far. Well, what time is it? It is 9 o'clock. I'd like to be done by like 10:30. So let's go ahead. We'll just take this load. It'll be a longer load. I don't really want to do crazy heavy hauls yet. So they fixed the force feedback for Snow Runner. Yes. Gallup. No, boring. Tacoma. Price. That's going to be a really boring trip once we get into Nevada. Is there something closer? I'd rather take the back roads and take a long time but have beautiful scenery. Same issue with Pro Mods. Yeah, it's like the... Now, here's a place that we haven't been before. Lone Pine, California. Okay, so let's take that. Wait, what just happened? What? The Volvo does definitely, especially the pulled-in mirrors, Joshua. I totally agree. What just... Frig. Lone Pine. There we go. And we're going to set this as a GPS. We'll mess with the GPS once we get it. Ta-da. The Knicks? Who was... Oh, God. I don't remember what my buttons are. No, stop! Okay. That's not what I wanted to. All right. That's not what I wanted to do. Now, the one thing that I'm going to miss, I've been driving mod trucks. The mod trucks now have added side-to-side rocking. And you don't get that with the in-game trucks. They only rock front and back. So if you slam on your brakes, the cab goes forward. But they don't rock like a semi-truck does from side to side. And so I don't know. I'm a little sad about that, but... Okay, I like this truck. I do. Already I'm in like... It's very square inside, which I like. It's got very boxy... I like that kind of stuff in a vehicle. Everything nowadays is designed to look like an egg. Now, from the outside, it's kind of eggy looking, but from the inside, I like the squareness of the dashboard and the square steering wheel, like on the middle of the steering wheel. It just has some lines to it, which I like. It's aesthetically pleasing. I feel square, like, kind of symbolizes, like, power. Yeah, the interior is awesome. You know, stuff that's curvy kind of insinuates, like, sleek or fast, but it doesn't necessarily, you know, that's why, you know, when architects build buildings, they tend to go more for that square edifice look because it makes people feel safe going into a building that looks strong. So that's one of the reasons why they do that. Yeah, this gearbox is the right one. So we're going towards Reno. And we're back up in this area of Sacramento. Yeah, I've started to have issues with the Sierra Nevada map. Hopefully they'll get it updated and... Oh, really? Is that... Now, I wonder, Bri, if... Yeah, I was going to say, you probably can get one custom made. That's what I was going to say, but there you go. But yeah, you'd have to have it put in yourself. But I think that's how all the trucks are going nowadays. I think they really are. The trucking world is kind of going automatic. They're all automatic in Europe. It's really hard to find a stick shift truck in Europe, which is ironic because all the cars in Europe are stick shifts, but all the trucks are automatic. And it's a mileage thing. Plus, it's easier for a driver to get into a truck and drive an automatic than it is for them to have to learn, driving manual. Most people in America nowadays don't know really how to drive a manual transmission. So, if a trucking company puts an automatic transmission in the truck, it's a lot easier to fill those seats. So, but yeah. Oh, I'm speeding. CVTs are horrible. Oh. I had a CVT transmission in my Toyota. What was it? Not the Matrix. What was that car? The IM. I had a Toyota Corolla IM, and yeah, that had a CVT transmission. The car was great. It was fun to drive, but the transmission was horrible. It was really weird when you would accelerate. It would go up to about 3,000 RPM, and then no matter what you did with the gas pedal, it would just stay or not the gas pedal, but no matter how fast you're accelerating, it would just stay at like 3,000 RPM. So it would be like, and then you'd be going the speed that you want to go. It was really weird. It never shifted. You could. There was a button you could press that would make it feel like it's shifting. But yeah, I'm glad I know how to drive stick too. It's been a good thing in my life. So, hang on a second. I have to answer a text. I don't have the Kia anymore, thankfully, Red Alpha. I have a Hyundai Sonata now. It's old. It's actually older than the Kia was. It has less technology options in it, but it's a much better car. It's funny how a comfortable car can actually help reduce, like, what do you call that, like fatigue when you're driving. But the Kia used to put me to sleep because it was such a bumpy ride. You just kind of like rocked to sleep. This car's so much more comfortable, and I find myself actually being awake more when I'm driving. Hang on a second. Sorry, guys. I gotta... It's funny how technology gadgets for phones... yeah, texting and driving, right? I had to pull over to stop. Whoops. Hey, Cloud AC. How's it going, by the way? I think it was a 2018 M Patchwork. You said Arthur's making unexplainable noises. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true, Wolf. Which trailer is it? What the? Wait a minute. Where did the trailer go? Did I... Oh, I have to accept the job. Yeah, the CVT transmissions can have a lot of issues, so... Yeah, it was a 2018. I bought it in 2017. And then promptly ran out of money and had to turn it back in, and then got sued by Toyota and lost the lawsuit, so now I owe them like $8,000. So, yeah, it's not a good situation. But anyway, I'm working on paying it off. So freight market, yeah, and then we were going to... wait a minute, Lone Pine. There we go. Take job. Oh, weird, Bri. That is weird. The hardest thing you ever drove was a forklift. Sadly, most driver's ed classes refuse to teach stick. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's no reason to, because everybody, you can't even get a stick shift anymore. What's the point of teaching it? I think, like, the Jeep Cherokee and the Subaru Forester, or any Subaru model, pretty much, Those are the only cars nowadays that you can get that are stick shift from the dealership. Everything else is automatic, or has to be special ordered if you're going to get a manual transmission. So, but I think right now, when I was looking at it, the Forester and the oh, I was way off. Yeah, the Subaru Forester and the Jeep, the straight up white, the CJ Jeep or whatever those are the two that are. Those are the only ones that you can get from the dealership. So. Ooh, that's an early CVT. Yeah, I bet you have problems. All right, so let's look at the map real quick here. Yeah, I bet you the refineries are a mess. No, I don't want to do that. No, I want to move the map, not get frozen. All right, so what do we got going on here? I'd like to take a different route. So we've been through some of that up there, right? We've been through that route. We haven't been here. And we haven't been here. So let's go. I know this is really dumb, but we're going to go here. And how's that going to take us? Wow. Yosemite's off limits, isn't it? Like, you're not supposed to go through there. So there's 395. Oh, God. And we'll be there in 12 and a half hours. We're going to be late, but whatever. Oh, my gosh, 44. That's so annoying. Yeah, I know how that is. All right, hang on one second. Moni wants to buy a phone, one of those ear things for her phone. The problem with those is they're not well made. Like, it's cheap. It's like $20. I'm like, yeah, go ahead and get it, but it's gonna break in a week. I don't know if she's watching the stream or not. Well, yeah, if having a car would be part of driving stick shift. Thanks for the follow, by the way. I don't need to view the job offer. I've already got a job. I know the insurance. Well, I forgot to call them today. Oh, I know I forgot something. Ugh. I have 3 months left on my Geico payment. I was 2 days late, and now they're trying to charge me the entire balance of the insurance payment. So it's like a $300 insurance payment. I'm like, no. So I'm going to call them and have a little talk with them tomorrow and say, I can pay part of this, but I can't pay the whole thing. Like, anyway, I hate stuff like that. Hey, what's up, Jay Wah? My insurance isn't bad. It's like 80 bucks a month or something like that. It's not bad. Once Ryan's off it, it'll be even better, but he's still driving a car that's on my insurance. He's going to have to, when he gets his new car, he's going to have to get his own insurance. I've been trying to do speed shifting with the trucks so I'm not using the clutch, because in real life, truckers speed shift. It's not going well. We can practice that, but I'm going to try to speed shift. So here we go. Are you ready? Use the clutch to get out of first. And stall. It's going really well. Nope, didn't get it. I can never get it first and second. I don't know why. Got it. Got it. Nope. Nope. Got it. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Got it. Sorry, I'm concentrating. I'll read the comments in a minute. Got it. I'm speed shifting. I'm doing it. It's really hard to do. You have to get it in there like right at that right RPM. Which is how it really is, but in real life you have that feedback from the stick. So we got some comments. Take the 395. We're going to 99 Suburban, even though it's an automatic. Well, yeah, I mean, once again, everything in America is automatic, so don't feel bad about that. I think I said hi to Jeremy, but if I didn't, hi, Jeremy. Your next birthday, Bry says that his insurance goes down. Thank God for that. Yeah, Midwest insurance isn't that bad because people don't have a ton of accidents. Unless you're in Michigan, because Michigan, they are terrible drivers. I'm sorry, no offense, but Michigan drivers read books while they drive. It's not a good thing. You said that speed shifting sure living up to its name. Here we go. Nope, missed. Oh, missed it. Got it. That's not bad, Cloud AC. 100 for a big truck like that, that's not bad. Anyway, oh, we got to turn right up here. Hey, Balkish. Everything's doing great, my friend. Nope, missed. Nope, missed. Oh, forget it. Clutch. What's up, Beaker? Yeah, so speed shifting, yeah, I'm done. If you can't speed shift in the game and you want to play it realistically, you'd have to double tap. Because in real life with a semi-truck, you tap the clutch in, put it in neutral, tap the clutch in, put it in the next gear. That's how they do it. It's tap, tap, shift, tap, shift. Not tap, but you push it in, put it in neutral, let your foot off the clutch. So I push the clutch in, put the gear in neutral, push the clutch in again, put it in 8th gear, and then go. Or, well, 17th if you want to get technical. It seems like it wants, well, it depends on how fast you're going. So that's the hard part. It actually changes, too, just like a real truck. The RPM, depending on how fast your wheels are spinning and how fast the engine's rolling or spinning, you have to get that. Yeah, it's weird. Like, you have to get it in, like, it's between 10 and 12,000 RPM. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah, Detroit plays a big part of that. You're right. Manitoba. Well, that's true, Osa. The potholes and the people reading their books while they're driving. Because I've back in the 90s, people used to read books while they were driving home from work. It was a little weird. I know, that's right. That's right, Pirate Monkey. Clutch in, clutch out. Clutch in, neutral, clutch out. Clutch in, gear, clutch out. That's how it works. There you go, Bri. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, one of my viewers, Jesse let me drive or sit in his, and he drove me around a little bit in a 2018 Peterbilt. What is it? 579, like a new truck. It was really nice. Yeah, I was shifting at 1800 and I was getting it in, but then I was, whoa, 45. Slow down, slow down. Slow down. Uh-oh, all these messages. Woo. $45. That's right, Red Alpha. I've seen that too. Why is my phone not loading? I know. Well, I think it's because there's a lot of traffic. So, but yeah, I've seen people. There were people, and it was the first person I saw. I was like, "Oh my gosh, that person's reading a magazine!" And they were driving. They were on the freeway, moving at 60 miles an hour, and they were reading a magazine while they were driving. And then I started seeing people all over the place doing it. I'm like, "What the?" Craziness. The mid-roof. Is this considered a mid-roof? Oh, I really like this truck though. Everything's so sharp and clean inside, like the gauges and stuff. It's really good. Full roof, okay. Full rook. Well, yeah, people tying their shoes while they're driving. Yeah, I agree with that, Red Alpha. I mean, it's bad. There's some bad drivers out there in Michigan, which is why your insurance is. The rest of the state is fine, like I said, but around Detroit is where it's bad. All over the place. Like the whole Detroit area is terrible. I hate driving there. Now, one thing I want you guys to keep your eyes open for, and I've noticed this. I haven't seen any traffic driving a Mack truck. I haven't seen any people driving the international truck. Have you guys noticed that? None of the traffic is driving any of the new trucks. Oh my gosh, can you imagine hitting a pothole and poking your eye while you're putting makeup on while you're driving? Oh my gosh, my aunt used to do that. My Aunt Bunny used to put her makeup on and stuff while she was driving. And guess where she lives? Yep, Lansing. She's retired now. She's in her late 70s. She doesn't work anymore, but yeah, she used to put her makeup. My grandma used to yell at her all the time, like, "What are you doing? You cannot put your makeup on while you're driving." She's like, "Well, I'm late to work and I got to get my makeup on." Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. You said I love bunnies, Mr. Bun Owl. Like, apparently so you like bunnies and owls. And the bunnies eat the owls. Does that make you feel upset? But yeah, that was actually my Aunt Bunny. Ironically, now that we're talking about bunnies and owls, the person I was talking about who put their makeup on was my Aunt Bunny. How crazy is that? Small world and very coincidental at the same time. Oh, interesting. Okay, Red Alpha. Well, I'll keep my eyes peeled for them, but sometimes I'm not paying attention, so... You said bunnies eat owls? Unfortunately, my friend, yes. It's a fact of life. That's hilarious, Wolf. Nope, I didn't, Jer. I did not see that. That sucks. That means ProMods is broken again. What can you do? All I know is we can reduce speed ahead because we're coming up into a town. It's going to be a slow drive, guys. We're going to have lots of curvy roads, and it's going to take a long time to get there. But let's enjoy the ride. Yeah, the bunnies think owls are delicious. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, haven't you ever read the book Bunnicula? Or I guess it's a movie now, isn't it? Or a TV show or something? I read the books when I was a teenager. Or a young teen. Young adult. So I guess this truck doesn't really care where you rev it to. There's no, like, this is where the power band is indicator. You just rev and go. Like I said earlier, though, I was down in the flats today. I went to go do a drone project, but found I couldn't fly there because of the airport. There were Mack Anthems. They were doing construction, and the guys that are doing construction are using these trucks all over the place. Mr. Bun Owl, thank you. I am doing well, and I'm glad you enjoy my content. I love making it, so. Oh, yeah, people with their dogs in the car, walking all over them, right? Like, steering the car. Oh, whoa, Cloud AC, that's crazy. Uh-oh. Oh! Sorry. I didn't mean to drift over, but... Yeah, I'm having fun with Mud Runner. I did find out or Snow Runner. I did find out in Alaska, for those of you who have just gotten there, The Scout truck, the Lodestar, works much better in Alaska than any of the other Scouts. It does not. It has a much easier time getting through the snow. I don't know why that is, and I can't wait till I get the lift kit for it because I think it'll get even better. But so far, I found that to be the best Scout truck for Alaska. So, not a problem, Numnock. I use several different things in my setup. I will go over it from top to bottom. If Feared is here, if you wouldn't mind popping the information about what the gear I use is, it'd be great. No, but I used to work quite frequently in the Detroit area. I worked for a company that owned apartment complexes all over the Midwest, and I spent many a month in Detroit and greater Michigan. That we had apartments in Mount Pleasant, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek. We had apartments in Grand Rapids, Muskegon, Grand Haven. So I've been all over the southern part of Michigan. Plus, I vacationed up north before. So Mount Pleasant's kind of mid-state. What's funny is there's really no mountain in Mount Pleasant, but yeah, I've heard the Hummer's great. I can't get it yet because it's part of my storyline. So. Right now, Bunowl, it is 9:27 in the evening. To answer your question, Numnock, and I'm not going to answer comments for a minute, so hold off, everyone. I'm going to put on there what I use. Starting from the top down. On my head, I wear a baseball cap. On that baseball cap's a little clip that's part of a device called an IR tracker. I have the IR tracker. It's the Track IR 5. Natural Point makes it. They're not really cheap, but they're worth it. As I turn my head, it turns with me. So I can look around the truck like you normally would in real life. The second device that I use is my steering wheel. That is a Logitech G29. That's fairly integral to my setup because it lets me steer. The third thing that I use is a Thrustmaster TH8A 8-slot shifter. It is a metal device rather than a plastic one. I was using the plastic Logitech one and I hated it. So I switched over to the Logitech one. And then on top of that, I have a knob. It's from a company called A+B. They're available on Amazon. It is a shifter knob. It's called an SKRS, or shift knob split range, or range splitter. And so what that does is it sits on top of the gear shifter, and it's got two switches on it that allow me to operate the low and high range switch, and then also the splitter between gears 1 through 4 and 5 through 8. So it works like a real truck shifter. You can do both. Well, you can do 10, 13, and 18 speeds, and also 12 speed with this shifter. So I need to downshift because we are going up a hill. Yeah, so anyway, that is the setup that I use. On the left side, I have an old Logitech G13 number pad keyboard that I use for like some of the extra buttons that I can't put on the wheel and the shifter. Though I don't have to use it much, but there's a few buttons that I have on there that I use pretty religiously. So makes it easier than trying to have your keyboard where you can reach it too. Otherwise, you have to reach over the keyboard to get to your stuff. What gear are we in? 6? Yeah, 6 low. Okay. Let's see. I ran a red light the other night. Didn't get a ticket. Ooh. Well, yeah, if you run a red light in front of a cop, of course you're going to get one. That'd be cool if they actually did that. But here's the thing, Big Tall Man. You don't get a ticket for every red light that you run. Sometimes you do get away with it. So you actually that's how the game runs. Sometimes if you get a red light also, you can run through all the rest of the red lights in town and you won't get one. It's weird how it works, but I rarely get 2 in a row. Usually once you've gotten one, you can just keep getting them. So both ETS and ATS work like that. So we are in the heart of the Sierra Nevadas. This is part of that Sierra Nevada mod. I don't know why I keep coming back here, but it's new, so I am having fun. But you gotta be careful with that rule now, because there's a lot of traffic cameras that are out there, and they'll catch you even if you don't see the cop. You might still get a ticket. So this is all stuff that's part of the Sierra Nevada mod. Once again, it's not working perfectly with the World of Trucks, so just be aware of that right now. But it's an $8 mod, and I feel like it's worth it because it adds all of this. Look at that road that we're going to climb. I think we're going to end up on that hill over there where that cut is. He said it's not illegal if you don't get caught. Well, technically, it still is. In fact, bringing that up, I had an issue today where I went to, yeah, they are progressive fines now. I went to a drone shoot today, and I got there, and I couldn't get them to authorize the FAA, even though I was supposed to be able to fly there. I couldn't get the authorization, so I called the tower, and they're like, "No, you can only do it through the FAA right now." And I'm like, "Dang it!" So I didn't do it. I didn't fly the drone because it's illegal. So even though I probably could have gotten away with it and probably would not have gotten caught, I still decided against it. And I needed the money, but whatever. It is what it is. You once drove just for fun, as fast as possible with 100% familiar with the traffic. In real life, let's see, you can make a right turn over red. You have to stop first, though. Legally, you're supposed to stop at the light, check, and then you can go ahead and proceed if you're clear. So to stop and proceed, you're not allowed to just turn right on red unless there's an arrow, pointing you through. You're not supposed to just come up and turn right on red. You have to stop first. So I am hauling steel cables. And we are in the Sierra Nevada mod, so we're climbing up through the Sierra Nevadas, taking the long route. We'll probably end up being really late for our job delivery, but I don't care. I'm just having fun. It's an auto, and for whatever reason, that particular airport does not support auto flight plans for the FAA, so they would not process it. Yeah, they just kept coming back and saying denied, denied, denied. So I actually called the tower, and they said, nope, we don't support that. You're going to have to file the old-fashioned way through the website. I'm like, great. That really sucks. Because then it's like you have to give, it's like a 90-day. You might have to wait 90 days. Sometimes it's usually like, but with everybody being sick or out because of the coronavirus, I don't know how long it's going to take. I probably will never get it. No, that's not how it works, Minnesota Lake. First of all stop signs have, well, not all, but most stop signs have a white strip of reflective material around the outside. And no, it does not mean it's optional. Don't be telling people from other countries that, because they're going to come here with a rental car and get in a bad accident. Yeah, and there's definitely signals where they say no turn on red, right? Yeah, but there'll be a sign right there next to the light that says no turn on red. Like it's not a guess. It's not guesswork. They will definitely tell you no turn on red. So. Well, I'm glad to bring you over to the simulator side, Mr. Bun Owl. Once you try one, you realize, wait a minute, this is a lot of fun and it's relaxing. Like, the big thing about the simulators is that you don't get that frustration you get with a lot of video games. However, I could say that Mud Runner could give you those frustrations. So I'm on three generation old PC. Britzy, I built it myself. It's based on a Core i7 7700K processor, not overclocked. I don't overclock stuff. I like it to last. I am using 32 gigabytes of RAM, and I have a 1070 video card. So it's just a standard 1070 GTX video card, or GTX 1070, or however they do it. Yeah, turn signals should not be optional, but there you go, Sugar Milk. I mean, it's a good idea, but I have 8 kids, so that will not work. I really couldn't do that and leave my kids. We're going to pull over for the night because it's getting dark. I like to drive during the daytime, so that way you guys can see the places that I'm driving instead of it being like Super dim. So there should be a spot up here to rest. So yeah, the 1070 is a great card. Works just fine for everything I do. Well, yeah, my smart car's not really a simulator, though. But I guess you could call it a simulator. I don't know. Where's this rest spot? Is it on the side of the road for real? It is. We're going to stop at Waffles Country Store. Have a good night, Pirate Monkey. Okay, so we're going to put this here. Are we clear enough that people are driving by? Yeah. Oh, good. We're way off the road. So let's go ahead and sleep. Let's see. You've gotten to call in drone in no-fly zone at the refinery before. International trade zone on Detroit River. Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, you can get in big trouble. First of all, I would lose my... Wow, it's the middle of the night. I thought it was later than it was. What time? It's 5 in the morning, and it's still dark. Wow. I like this. I know what rest spot. I like this rest spot. Yeah, the 1050 is good. I have a 1060 in my laptop, and it works just fine, too. So I get a little bit of slowdown on SnowRunner. It's not super noticeable, but once in a while you can see it stopping, so... That's right, big tall man. Yes, but I liked it because it was unique. Whoop, that's the wrong button. There we go. Whoops. Over rev. Still on the 120. What's up, Refluent? There you go. You bought the big harvester. You did it again. You're a glutton for punishment. Yeah, the 980 was a great video card, man. I mean, I never had one of those. I went from, let's see, I went from a 650 GT or GT 650 to an AMD R9 380 to an AMD R9 390, and then to the 1070. So. Oh, I don't know, Mr. Bun Owl. It's a lot of fun, but yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's definitely a niche market. That guy didn't. Yep, there you go, 44. Yeah, it's a great... the 980s are great cards. That's what I play on. I play on high settings. I go to even Moni with her 2070 Super and her 9th gen i7. She has trouble getting perfect frame rates with the ultra settings, so she's bumped some of her settings back to high too, or also. Darn DOT. 1080. Yeah, it's a good way to do it. Uh-oh. We're just going to pay the fine. I didn't realize that this was Yosemite. I thought Yosemite was south of us, but... Fine. I'm not commercial, man. I got a permit. I didn't realize we were going through Yosemite. I know that they've redone this, though, for the Sierra mod. I wish we could let time pass a little bit, but we need to get moving. I'll get a fine going out the other gate. I think it's expensive, too. Well, because Yosemite is a national park, you're not supposed to drive through the park. So these roads are not... They can be driven with your truck with no load. But if you have a commercial load on, it's illegal to drive through the park. And that's, I believe, true in real life, too. So. Not a whole lot to see, just a bunch of trees. You guys having fun? I'm having fun. So we're about a quarter of the way there. And the reason why they don't let you do it is because their road's designed to get campers from like one spot in the park to another, and they're pretty windy, curvy roads, not really designed to handle heavy trucking. Plus, they're on mountainsides and stuff like that. So, I'm glad to hear that, Mr. Bun Owl. Right, exactly, Wolf, and everybody will be driving through there. So, oi, what's up, Gator's Garage? How are you doing, little Gator? Loaded or not. Yeah, and that makes sense because you don't really, unless the trucks are going somewhere in the park. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be so late. Yeah, we're wandering through the forest. What's up, Osim? How you doing? Right, it's to protect the natural beauty of the area. It's to keep pollution from being in the parks. To protect the campers that are walking around. And oh, look at that. You guys see that? There's like a herd of deer. Hi, hello. I can't see the name. It is Bilal Nasir. Hi, Nasir. How are you doing? Or Bilal. I'm doing great also. Thank you. Gator's back. Welcome back. We are driving the Mack truck in the middle of the night. It's actually, well, let's see, what time is it now? It should be early morning. It's 5:30, so the sun should be coming up soon. Oh, that's hilarious, Mr. Bun Owl. Yeah, there's embankments that can support the weight. Can't support the weight of trucks. Yeah, you have to be careful. The truckers that go into the park probably know where those are. Like, they probably have a chart, like, this is where you gotta stay on the inside or whatever. And there's a lot of dirt roads, too. But here, we're on the main road here, and it's real pretty in here. But we've been through this before in the game. I was thinking this is part of the Sierra Nevada pack, but it's not. Now, I think it's been redone to look a little bit more realistic, but I don't know. I don't know that for a fact. When did I do that, Captain Tank? Why did I do that? Ooh, look at the mountains. Pretty. Oops, sorry. Work is bipolar. No, Wolf, I wish it did. And I wish it had snow and stuff. Like, I wish the weather would change with the seasons. They kind of do with the server, like when you play multiplayer, but I know it does sound like something I would do if I was angry enough, yeah. So why is work bipolar, Gator? Starting to climb here. Oh, I didn't realize that. You're right. We're heading south right now. Sweet. 62 degrees, 5:31 in the morning. We do not have the cruise control on. We're in 6 high. I don't know what the M and E stand for, but we're heading southeast. Yeah, or just some kind of snow. It'd be nice to see snow coming down and snow on the ground. It doesn't have to be modeled like where you drive through it. Though ETS has some places like that from Pro Mods, but sometimes it goes well, Mr. Bun Owl. Sometimes it doesn't. Last week was a good example. Somebody asked me to show them my truck, and I did. And while I was showing them the truck, the traffic in front of me came to a dead halt on the freeway on a straightaway, and I just slammed right into them. I think that episode's already been released, but that's hilarious, Gator. You saw that? Okay, good. Yeah, it happened. This bus is killing me. So we're probably going to get a higher fine than I made for the job. I think it's like a $10,000 fine for driving through the park. But whatever. Oh, that was you, Mr. Enigma? Yeah. Once the sun comes up, we're going to have a look at this truck too. Got some rocks on the outside of the road. You got to watch those. Ooh, pretty. Breathtaking. I'm in Yosemite National Park where I shouldn't be. And I'm going to get a big fine because I'm not supposed to be in the park with the truck. That's right. Yes, you did, Mr. Enigma. Oh, that stinks, Mr. Bonowl. Yeah, so if I go later, it's easier for you, right? I try to end by like 10 o'clock, but like even with this one, I'm not going to end till probably 10:30 because just that's how life rolls. I didn't start till late, so. Yosemite National Park is in California. Right in the heart of California. Oh, that's cool, Red Alpha. Cool. Red 5. Oh, that's hilarious. Your secret contract. There's Olmsted Point, whatever that is. You can sleep there. It'll be 9:48 in Michigan. Ooh, those mountains are cool at night, though. I'm glad I got to see them like that. That's really pretty. Sunrise in Yosemite. Yes, we are in Eastern Standard Time. Look at those. That's pretty. Wow. We are flying. Wow. No, you're not. I actually loathe playing multiplayer. The only reason why I play multiplayer, Mr. Bunowl, is because my viewers want to play with me. So it's the only reason I play I hate multiplayer. Oh, whoa, that bus just ran over those poor deer. Oh, the humanity. Actually, the deer manatee. What? Come on, son. Come up. Those poor deer. Oh, God. I've seen that happen in real life. Ugh. It's not a pleasant memory. Seen that happen several times in real life, actually. You said, why are they caterpillar every time? I'll show you my truck here in a sec. For those of you that haven't been on when I bought the truck at the beginning of the stream, so. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's how I feel about it too, Sage. It's like, there's my beautiful truck at night. Sierra Nevadas. Cool. All right. I'm driving with my Bright Sun simply because I'm recording for YouTube and for you guys on Twitch. I kind of do drive with Bright Sun even when I'm just playing the game and not recording, because I hate not being able to see. It's not a bad truck. I don't really love the way it looks outside. Yeah, I bought it. Yep. Added it to my fleet of trucks. Yeah, a lot of people have lag. They don't realize they're on the wrong side of the road, and they just clip you. It's like 12-year-olds driving trucks. It's a bad idea. So yes, I did buy this truck. Painted it orange, blue, and white. Because those are my favorite colors mixed together. And now we're working, climbing up. The sun is coming up in the east. Now we're heading north. Wow, look at these roads. This is gorgeous. Look at that. Wow. I've already got a name for this video. It's going to be called Mack in the Mountains. Not very original, but... I need some material to work with. Mack in the Mountains at night. No, I hate the Browns. Ugh. Boo. They're not the real Browns, man. The real Browns went to Baltimore. It's a state of confusion. Yosemite's in California. Is that what we're asking? Or the Cleveland Browns? Or what? Wait, what? What are you asking, Mr. Bun Owl? Yeah, they're like the worst team in football. Well, I don't know if they're the worst team anymore. There's lots of terrible teams out there now, it seems like. Oh! I just bumped my ignition. Whoa! Wow! That was really cool. When I bumped the ignition, the steering wheel got really heavy because I lost power steering. That was really cool. Okay, I'm driving through Yosemite National Park, which is in the heart of California. It's right dead smack in the middle of the state, Bunau. Big Mac in the Sierras. There you go. That's a good title. I like that. I'll go with that. If I remember. Big Mac in the Sierras. I gotta add the K, though, just for the branding. Oh, I'm way over. We're cruising through the Nevadas, and we're speeding illegally through this park. So I'm trying to descend or relax my speed a little bit. Okay, now we're down where we're supposed to be, and I'm slowing down anyway because we're going uphill. Mr. Bunowl. Well, we have 50 states to remember, so I don't know that I could just tell you off the top of my head. I'd have to sit there for a while and make a list. Ooh, driving and train and speeding is a little bit more dangerous. Okay, here we come to the... Here comes the bad news. I wonder if we can... I'm not here. Oh, it worked. 51 with Cuba. There's 51 states. There's not 51 states. There's only 50. We don't have a 51st state yet. It could be Puerto Rico too. It was supposed to be. Did you guys see that? I got away with it. Oh, this game. I love it. The state of insanity, yes. 53. I remember that. That was a rough gaffe. That's all right. I mean, all presidents have their moments. He was a pretty good talker. Once I think inhalator. That was the other funny thing I remember him saying. He meant to say inhaler, like he was talking about breathalyzers for cops, and he said inhalator. Thanks, Breaker. I appreciate that. Oh, are they talking about splitting up? Really? Wow. Oh, interesting, Wolf. Now, what about Puerto Rico? Look at those mountains. Come on. All right, we're going to slow down here. Yeah, Bush Jr. was really bad at cows. Who was it? Was it George Bush Sr. though? Was like, I met like hundreds of lights. Like I forget what he said, but it was funny. It was pretty funny. You know what? When you're in the public spotlight all the time, it's gotta be. I mean, I make gaffes on my channel, but who cares? It's like at the most like 3,000 viewers, you know. But when you're a president, that's rough when you make a gaffe. I just find, you know, Mr. Banawa, when I play those games on my channel, I literally like we tried playing Call of Duty, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare on my channel. What is this dude? And he it's when you say something silly, Gator, like like you make a mistake and say something wrong, like inhalator instead of breathalyzer. When I played the new Call of Duty on my channel, I think I got 5 viewers. On my 4th and final stream of Red Dead Revolver, I think I had 5 viewers. People just don't watch it, so I don't bother doing it. I still like shooter games. I don't love them. They give me headaches now. As I've gotten older, and I don't wear my glasses because I broke my glasses, but even without that, I get headaches when I play shooter games. That's one of the reasons why I stopped playing World of Tanks. It was actually physically making me feel sick. I got it better. Like by making it like a wider, what do you call that? The field of view wider, but I still got it. So I don't really play shooters that much anymore. But people just don't watch it. Even Red Dead though, like story games and stuff, I try to play them and people don't watch them. So I don't bother with them anymore. I remember I went out, oh gosh, this was a couple years ago. I bought, my son worked at Best Buy, and I got one of the very few Nintendo Switches that came out when they first came out. And I got one of the few copies of Breath of the Wild, like the day that they were released. And I had already purchased an Elgato. I went out there on the day that Zelda Wind Waker, and I wasn't streaming at the time. I was only doing YouTube. I went out there and I did a video of Breath of the Wild on my channel. And mind you, I get like about 1,000 views a video on just a regular average video. I put Breath of the Wild up there. I literally got 100 people after 3 weeks. And so I was like, you know what? After that, I was like, I sold the Elgato, and I was like, forget it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, but that's why I don't do them. And to be honest with you, mostly the games that I play online, what you guys see is what I play. I record almost everything that I play. Pretty much. That's it. Like, I don't have time to just sit around and play other games. So if I'm playing anything offline, I'm playing with Moni, like we're playing Minecraft, or we've been playing a lot of the SnowRunner, you know, but I don't really just play games by myself anymore. So the mountains are so real because this is a mod called the Sierra Nevada mod. It's $8. It includes vast portions of California and Nevada, some of Oregon, and some of Washington. They've redone a bunch of areas and made them a lot more realistic looking. Changed the scenery so that the scenery around the mountains looks more realistic. And wow, I'm really speeding. Holy cow. We need to bring the speed down here fast. Sorry guys, I have to pay attention for a second. Okay, we'll turn that brake off. Ever had a landline that worked when the power went out? Yes, because Phone landlines are not connected necessarily to the actual power. They go through the same poles, but the telephone can still work when the electricity is not working. So yes, absolutely. We used to have power go out all the time, but the phone still works. So, well, and I think that's part of it too. OSA, like Red Dead, because it came out on the PC, but I still thought people would watch it, but nobody watched it. So, Elgato, any good? Yeah, it works great. And you can use it with OBS if you're using OBS. So that makes it even easier. You just plug it in and use it as a capture device for OBS. So, oh, thank you. All right, so let's see. Wow, a lot of comments real quick. Yeah, right. So, you said, well, if you don't forget to switch scenes, yeah. Look how pretty this is down here, though. The Jake and the Retarder. You said, doesn't matter how dead you are inside, I will always beat you. Jeez. Hi, Feared. Yeah, it depends on the Elgato. Yeah, different Elgatos are now, yeah, for... Florida Keys are... Is this mod on Steam? No, you have to pay for it, and it's through... if you look up Sierra Nevada ATS, it'll pop up, so... Florida Keys were pretty. I enjoyed being down there. Hot, but pretty. Yeah, the mirrors are far out. Now, it doesn't bother me too much because I've got my track IR so I can just look. It hasn't. I haven't noticed it. It hasn't been like, oh, man, I hate these mirrors. But if you don't have them, I've heard a lot of people complaining about them because they're non-existent. Same issue that we had with the International. The mirrors are just non-existent, but they have to... What else are they going to do? I mean, that's really how the trucks are. So, you know, in real life, you have to turn your head around. So there's not much they can do to fix that. Well, I'm really losing speed on this hill. And there's my beautiful truck in the daytime. Good looking truck. Yeah, they do. There's nothing. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess they could have a license saying you can't, but yeah, they do. You know, Giants does too. Yeah, I did crunch a car though. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, like they couldn't put them in a different place, but all the Florida Gators are orange and blue too. Well, there you go. Are you happy, Gator? I love orange and blue together, so it works well. Someone will notice, yeah. Well, it's not. Mine's not an eye tracker. That's why I'm using a head tracker. It's a track. Once again, it's a track IR. I'm just using the default settings. I don't necessarily love the eye trackers. This one just I have to wear. The only downside is I have to wear a baseball cap. So I've got a baseball cap on my head. That cap has a little clip on it that the tracker reads, and I just look around. Right, exactly, Feared. Yeah, the eye trackers, I tried doing the eye tracker a couple years ago and used it for about 10 minutes and said, forget it. It just didn't work. Track IR. But Track IR is excellent. It's a really good product. Yes, they also make a head, and they also make one that is lighted that you can put on a headset, but I'm not wearing a headset, so I'd rather wear a hat than a headset. I don't really love... I don't wear headsets anymore, just because when I got the shingles a couple months ago, I took the headset off and started using my old microphone and just having the speakers on, and it's not... I still like the the headset sound better because it's more consistent. But no, I just let it play through my speakers, Gator, and it seems to work fine. I don't play the volume super loud. You know, if I was playing the game really loud, it would make you guys hear it. But because most of the games that I play are just droning engines, you don't really hear it much. So, yeah, I just have my speakers on, and yeah, so I'm sitting wide open with my mic, and it's so much more comfortable. So anyway, so I don't wear a headset, so I can't really... I used to actually put the Track IR on my headset, but I had to buy a new clip. It sucked. The clip was like $8, and then the shipping was like $20. I'm like, what? But I had to buy a new one because my my dog got it and chewed it up, so... Hi, Beaker. Tractor. Wow. Lull. Yeah, the eye tracker is just too... It couldn't pick it up all the time. I mean, the Track IR you have to be careful with, too. The trick with the Track IR is you can't... Well, it's 55 up ahead, which we're doing 60. With the Track IR... you can't have a light on behind you. You can have lights on to the side, or you can have it behind the Track IR. But if you set the Track IR, the camera up, and there's a light behind you, it'll screw the tracker up. So, you know, you have to be careful with that. I have a light to my left side that I have on, and also my fish tank, which has light. Neither of those are directly behind me, so... I would never buy a cat because I'm deathly allergic to them. And I hate the smell of kitty litter. Ugh. So I think we're on the 390. Was this the 395 that we're getting on? Yeah, the Track IRs now they are expensive. Once again, I've put my kit together over at least 2 years. It took me to put all this together. I didn't buy it all at once. I bought a piece here, bought a piece there. And to be honest with you, right now I'm so broke I wouldn't be able to replace it. I'm super careful with my stuff because I can't afford to replace it. So I try not to break anything because I can't replace it. Yeah, if you drink coffee with the Track IR, you guys have seen it goes like this. Every time you put the cup up, it goes. Because the cup's reflective. Yeah, I like the dogs. Dogs are faithful. Dogs are easy. Put the dog outside. They go to the bathroom. We are on our way from California to California. The city we're heading for is a part of the Sierra Nevada mod called Lone Pine. Oh, like in Back to the Future. Great Scott. Back to the Future's on Netflix, by the way. If you've never seen it before, go watch it, please, after we're done with the stream. It's a great piece of 80s movie. I think we're almost there. You've been on the 390. Oh, I'm going for it. Yeah, this is 395. Dang it. Like, no cop, no stop, right? Like we said earlier. Because I can't... Whoa, overspeed? Yeah, watch all three, but one is on right now, and it's rarely on. I told Seth we're going to have to watch it next week, and I'm like, dude, we got to watch that. What the... Jeez, I hope the emergency was important enough that you didn't have your lights on and you still pulled out in front of me. Almost turned that cop into a sardine. Ah! What are you guys doing? Ugh. Morons. The T300. Yeah, what sucks is they got rid of her for the second movie. Was it Elizabeth Shue in the second movie? I mean, not that she did a bad job, Elizabeth, but the other girl was cuter, the first one. You said for me it's probably not on because Germany. Yeah, no red lights for you. He was rolling code 3. I think cats are easier. I will say that. You can leave a cat alone for a couple days. He's fine. Cats, you just have to clean the box. I just can't stand the smell. And I am super, like, deathly allergic to cats. I just can't do it. But I don't, it's not that I dislike cats. I like cats. I actually, when I was younger and I wasn't super allergic to them like I am now, I could pet them and I loved petting them. And my neighbor's cat was like, super friendly, and I'd always go over there and pet the cat. And it was, Mildred was the cat's name, and it was like a really sweet cat. I love Mildred. But I can't do it. Like, literally my throat closes up. I get like 10 minutes with a cat and I'm almost dead. So I like dogs' personalities better. Cats are just kind of like, but they have secret. Now, cats, though, that said, cats all do have their own personalities, and as long as they're sweet, they can be excellent, excellent pets. And they can also be, like, they have hidden personalities that don't really come out until you get to really know them. So you don't see it if you just meet a cat. It's like a dog right away. Everything's right out there for you to see. Like, hey, how's it going? I'm a dog, But the cats are like, hi. And you don't get to know the cat until you really spend time with it. So, but by the time you're done, you're in love with it. So, okay, Art. Riddle me this. In Back to the Future, where they end up in the West, where does Doc get the parts for the Loco? That's a good question. I think, didn't they strip a lot of the parts off the car? I think that's where they get the parts from, is they took the car apart and put the parts onto the train engine. So. Oh, God, Wolf. I mean, that might be true of dogs, too, though, Wolf. Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah. Have a good night, Sharpie. Well, dogs can smell worse. As long as you take care of the dogs, though, they don't. A smelly dog is usually a sign of a problem. Usually dogs don't smell too bad. But they do have a doggy smell. I mean, I know what you're saying, so. Yeah, that's Sage. That's perfect. Cats are like Superman, or dogs are like Superman, and cats are like Batman. I love that. That explains it like to a T, like totally. Well, yeah, Gator, and we've seen that with my dog too. I'm like, Gromit, stop barking. Oh. Well, dogs do smell bad when they're wet. I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, cats, you never know where you stand. You'd be like, hey, kitty, and they're like, hi, and then scratch. Ow! Dang it. All right, so we're coming up on Lone Pine. After an hour and 29, I think we're probably late for our job, but they'll get over it. And I agree with that too. People don't own cats. Cats own people. But yeah, the doggy barking thing, that does get annoying. I agree with you. But yeah, an upset cat that wants something that's meowing is also annoying. I agree. Feared. Oh, a king snake. That'd be kind of a cool pet. All right, so we're in Lone Pine. I don't believe this is a city that's in the game. This is a Sierra Nevada addition. And I didn't have to pay the fine. You're right. So we should have made some money. Aw, that's cute, big tall man. Your baby lion cat. Well, there are cats that are dogs in spirit. So I've seen that too before. I think Mildred was one of those because he'd come over and kind of wag his tail a little bit and he'd be happy to see you. And yeah, that's right, laser point. I will say this too, though. When that criminal comes knocking on your door or trying to pry open your door, I can guarantee you'll be happy you have a dog over a cat. Because most criminals will hear a dog and they'll just go on to the next house. But a cat ain't going to scare a criminal away. Yep, I got my aquariums too. I got my dogs and my fish. But I will say that the dog does protect the house, and I like that. With the size of my dog, no one's going to break into my house. Even if I left the doors open, they come to the door, open the door, and they go right back out again. Before they realize that Gromit just wants to give him a kiss. Though Gromit doesn't do well with strangers, I will tell you that. If I'm around and he doesn't know you, he gets pretty angry. He's a little bit, yeah, but what if you're not home? The point is, if you're not home, someone's not going to break into your house if the dog's there. But yeah, even fish have their problems. Well, and the other problem with the husky is every spring you get a second husky with the amount of fur that they leave behind. All right, I think we're going off-road here. Wow, this is pretty. Look at these mountains. That's gorgeous. That's that's right, F some junkie. Snoop Dogg, you pulled an IROC? Yeah, that's true, Osa. But once again, I think most criminals aren't willing to risk that. Unless your house has like diamonds in it and they're out and displayed like, hey, I want those diamonds. Most criminals will want to stay away. In fact, there's a lot of research in that. Criminals in general don't like dogs. They go somewhere else because they bark, they attract attention, and they bite. Yeah, I do love huskies. My friend used to have a husky. He was super, super sweet. Well, we thought we were delivering to Lone Pine, but I guess not. This is on the outskirts of town, I guess. What's behind it? Once again, for those of you that haven't been here, this is my sweet new Mack. Gonna crash. Whoa! Your apartment ain't big enough. Yeah, that's probably where we're going. Well, and it's equipment, so it's probably going to a mine. You're right. That's possible too. Let's take a look and see where it's. We are no short messages. Hour 40. Oh, we're still an hour and 40 minutes away. Plaster and Sons cables. So we're still 53 miles out. So. Yeah, most apartments ban pit bulls. I don't have anything against pit bulls, but I'm just saying, like all the apartments that I worked with ever, they all had bans on pit bulls. Any kind of aggressive breed is not allowed, so. A little bit. 60 and a 55, that's not so bad, right? Yeah, they're a mining company, that's correct. I forgot to release a video today on YouTube. Oops. Oh well, I'll do that afterwards. So after I'm done with the video, keep an eye open in the next 10 or 15 minutes. I'll be releasing some kind of video on YouTube. Probably Farm Sim, because I haven't done Farm Sim for a couple days, so. And I'm out of Farmers Dynasty content. Oh, that's interesting that they do that. You can't ban dogs or cats. Interesting. She does know it. Well, that's true. To ATS police, it is. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I know. I know, but they don't consider them pit bulls. Most pit bulls are pretty sweet that I've ever met. If you train them the wrong way, then they can be really nasty. But in general, they're pretty sweet. Oh, there you go. So, well, the back end of New Mexico. Yeah, I haven't done the mission. I've completed them all twice over because of Moni's map feared, but she keeps. She pressed the other day. She made a mistake and pressed the wrong button and had to start over again. She pressed the new game. She's like, "No, wait, wait, oh!" And she reset. But we found a backup folder, so we were able to get it back. But I've done all of the missions on the first map twice over. I mean, I have a lot of stuff unlocked now, and I'm still on the first map because I keep playing on other people's games. And then I've done a lot of scoping out on my maps. I've done scouting of all of the Michigan maps, and I'm starting to scout out the Alaska map. So I've got several trucks. The ones that are in the ditches that are part of missions I've left, but the ones that are just out there I've pulled in. So stay on the streets. Yeah, like my dog, I would say Gromit's kind of, a little bit aggressive. Like, I think if the wrong person came in, he would bite them. So, I've seen him try to go after cars, too. I walk him on the leash, and he'll jump at a car. I'm like, no. Yeah. Oh, no, that's not what I'm saying, Feared. I'm just saying, like, I've been through all the missions, like, twice over on Moni's map. But I am playing them through all of them on my map, and I'm not very far, so... But that's because I only play when I'm recording, so I only record like once, like 2 times or 3 times a week I record, maybe less. So I know, I saw that. Oh my God, Feared. I think I'm level like 15 or something like that. I think I just got level 15. Yeah, he's not aggressive. He won't go after people, but he's protective, yeah. Either way, you got to worry about them biting somebody, though. Father Point. Look at that. That looks really... Look at those mountains. Those look great. This is really pretty back here. Well, I believe that, Feared. No, we are in Lone Pine, or near Lone Pine, California. It's part of the Sierra Nevada mod. Boy, I hate that drawing. It's ugly. That's going to be Friday, Bri. We do... Tomorrow is multiplayer SnowRunner. Thursday is going to be My Summer Car. And then Friday is going to be Farm Sim multiplayer. The Great Salt Lake. We've been past it before, but I'm sure we'll pass it again at some point in this series. All right, Patrick, have a good night. We pass it, but you don't really see it too much. Ah, there you go, Brian. Okay, that's cool. That'd be fun, Brian. We had like 10 people last week. Sweet, Feared. No, SnowRunner Wednesday. And it'll be My Summer Car on Thursday. Good night, Patchwork. Oh, weird. Why didn't the Discord thing work? Hi, Grab Life. Now, one thing I didn't notice, I'm looking to see is there an engine brake? Oh yeah, okay. It shows you down on the dashboard there where it says, over to the bottom right, it says off when it's not on. You see that switching? There you go. Someone try to get rid of MSC every chance you get, well. Oh, high RPM rev. So we didn't know this last 10 miles was going to take us like 4.5 hours. Yeah, it is kind of a non-color display, but you know, that's how most vehicles are. They don't have a lot of color, even in real life, like a lot of trucks don't. I'd love it, Tayloa, more than I thought I would, to be honest with you. I don't necessarily like the way it looks on the outside. It's not horrible, but I don't love it. But inside, I absolutely love it. It's like the Lone Star. The interior has a lot of information right up where you need it. I like the square shapes on the steering wheel and the very square dashboard. It just has a very trucky feeling to it compared to some of the other ones. So I'm sure they don't as much as SnowRunner, but still. MSC is my summer car, Mr. Bunowl. Check it out on my channel. You'll either hate it or love it. Some people hate it, some people love it. It's lots of random stuff happen. It's a really weird game. Wrong button. I was trying to put the engine brake on and missed it. So good night, Beaker. No, car singular. My summer car. So anyway, I like it very much. The mirrors are, like you said, Tayloa, a little bit goofy. But, see you, Captain Bry? I missed that. Sorry, I just saw that. There's so many comments coming in. I missed that. I apologize. Look at this view. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, I saw that, Feared. Yeah, the 8-wheel tank. Yeah, I saw that. Yep. That thing's pretty cool. Yeah, now for me, because I have the IR tracker, I gotta say it's the same as the other trucks for me, Tayloa. It doesn't bother me. Plus, these front mirrors are great. The little mirrors that go on the hood are really good. They're big. Oh, okay. You were saying bye to somebody. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I just read the whole comment. Never mind. Forget it. I said nothing. Just ignore me. So yeah, the front mirrors are pretty dang good. So they're not too bad, and it's not for me. It's not that hard to turn, but because I have the track IR. So, oh my gosh, did you guys know we were going to be really going out into the desert? Look at this. This is like Tatooine right here. How soon into the game do you get it, though, Fear? Don't you have to, like, unlock it in Russia? My only fear with the Scout is that by the time you get that thing, you're going to be pretty much done. I will say this about SnowRunner, and it's just a hint for you guys. Make sure you explore the whole map, because even after you unlock the towers, you don't find all the upgrades. The only way that you find all the upgrades is actually driving pretty much every inch of the map. I found an upgrade in after I'd unlocked all the towers in Alaska today, and the upgrade was in a river off the beaten path, and it wasn't marked even though I had unlocked the towers. So keep your eyes peeled, because there's other upgrades that are hidden. Oh, okay, Fear, so you can get it early. You know what I also found, Fear, and I was talking about this earlier. I don't know if you noticed this or not, but in the snow, the Lodestar does really, really well. That's an international truck, Harvester or International Harvester Lodestar, with chains on its tires, does better than the Chevy pickup truck. Now that UAZ Jeep, the Marshall, the Con, that does pretty well in the snow too, because it kind of floats above the snow. So there are 300 that aren't in the wash. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, so you have to really have to search the maps, because you'll find stuff off the beaten path. There you go, Mr. Bunowl. Yeah, the Con is super OP. Yes, there are harvesters in the game. I missed that. I was reading the comments. The Kodiak. Oh, the Kodiak. I just got the lift kit for the Kodiak. You're right, Fear. The Kodiak, actually, I thought about that. Like, would it make a good Scout? And because it has the lift kit, it probably actually would, especially in the snow. Yeah, it's Harvest. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. The Harvester International's it's international only. But let me ask you this then. If it's international Harvester only, why do the international trucks have an IH on the hood? Because they all had international Harvester on the hoods. If you look closely at an international Harvester from the 70s, it has both the I and the H on there. Oh, I missed the pull-in point. Like, you're going to have to go around. Well, true. And also, the other thing feared, though, with the Lodestar is pretty low to the ground, so you have to use the lift kit. Otherwise, you get bogged down in the mud. But the Kodiak Artie is pretty high up off the ground, so... It's a lot of... with you up in it. Yeah, they do. No, they don't anymore. You're right. They just say international. From the 80s on, they just say international. But they split at that point, or ended the, making the tractors and stuff. So the link should work. Weird. I fear to help you with that. Yeah. I've done this kind before. Yeah, so that's why I say International Harvester, because they still have the Harvester on there. The H for Harvester. H for Harvester. Maybe when IH became added case or whatever, yeah, like they split it. It's hard to tell with this little mirror. Can he do it? I think I'm off a little bit. I think the trailer's probably going up the embankment, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm off a bit, but that's all right. We're close. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. When you're dealing with those, like the Fleet Star and the Lodestar, they're international Harvester. When you're dealing with like the 9800 and the new Lone Star, like those are just international. That wasn't so bad. I'll get it in there this time. Right, yeah, they're their own company now, Taylor, or they're separate from them. They were, and they're also tied in with New Holland, from what I understand, so, which is why their technologies are pretty much the same. All right, we did it. Ta-da! Late. Minus 2,000. It's not too bad. 16,000 for the job. That's not bad. We had a nice drive. Really took our time. It was a 2-hour drive, a lot longer than I thought it would be, in the new Mack. So what do we say? Big Mac and the Sierras? That worked good. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys being here. Hopefully you enjoyed this stream tonight. I had a lot of fun playing. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel. In about 15 minutes, I should have a video out for you guys to watch. And I really enjoyed tonight. We'll see you next time. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. And I will see you guys tomorrow night for Snow Runner. I believe I'm playing multiplayer with Long Hauler, and it'll be a little bit of an earlier night. But we'll see how things go. You know how it is. So we'll aim for that tomorrow, though. So have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Bye.